up, everybody? Welcome in. We are live for some Sunday night football. I'm Alexis J. Welcome in. Let's go live. Obviously, I'm looking a bit disheveled today. Jeez. We are here for 49ers versus Bills live watch. Let's go. I have been looking forward to this game. I'm trying to get it pulled up here. But I've been looking forward to streaming this game because I've been excited to watch this one. I know the 49ers haven't been all that good as of late, but I'm really excited about the Bills. And I just was, for some reason, I was really looking forward to this game tonight. So we're going to watch it. Duh. I'm just tweeting that I'm live. Okay. Let me get this game freaking up. All right, let's go. Give me some 49ers versus Bills action. Maybe. Okay, now it's going. I need to get it to my other stream, and I love that it's a snowy game. Snowy games are my favorite. I love weather games, but snow games are just like, to me, that's football. And maybe that's because I grew up in the Midwest, but to me, snow games means football season is here. All right, here we go. 14:25 in the first. Buffalo has the ball. The snow is coming down. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. Josh Allen hands the ball off, and the run up the middle is good for like 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. I presume it's got to be a bit chilly in Buffalo. However, if you're from anywhere with snow, I don't know what in the world is going on here. If you're from anywhere with snow, you probably know that, like, even though it's cold, whenever it's snowing, it makes it warmer. Okay, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat Leo is not happy in the background. Okay. All right, 3rd and 8 for Buffalo. Ooh, false start action for sure. I think that's going to be against Buffalo. Yep, and they're walking back. But the snow always makes it feel a little bit warmer. When it's just like a clear night in the winter, it is frigid. But when the snow comes down, it like adds that cushion layer of warmth, and it makes it so much warmer, and it's so much better. 3rd and 13 now coming up for Buffalo. Snow's definitely still coming down here. Wasn't sure if it was still going to be snowing tonight for the game, but it definitely is. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. He's going to do a quick dump off here, and they're going to pick up some yards, but not enough for a 1st down. 49ers are jumping like I don't know, I guess they're just pumped that they got the 3rd down stop. So it's going to be 4th down. I'm also intrigued by this game because the Bears played the 49ers next. And even though I'm sitting here saying the 49ers haven't been as good this year, they're still the 49ers, and they're still coached by Kyle Shanahan. So, I'm also kind of scoping out the competition a little bit. But we'll see. Ryan Sully first. Look at that. Roses are red. Oh, I saw this comment when I was getting the stream up. That one was funny. Dude loves musicals. Yes. Yeah, Bills are definitely an exciting team to watch. I don't know how they can't be exciting to watch. Ooh, they whiffed, though, on a tackle there. And the 49ers are going to have the ball at just past the 35-yard line. Brock Purdy is back after being out against the Packers. Jason, Alexis, I need you to bring that positive bear goddess energy to help my team win tonight. Wait, Jason, which one is your team? The Bills or the 49ers? Living in Canada, I'm all too familiar with snow. Oh, yeah, I believe that. Sounded like a baby, my cat. Yeah, he's like right outside the door. Like he's yelling underneath the door right now. Don't know why. But yeah, northern United States and Canada, I feel, is pretty much exactly same weather, pretty much the same accents. It's all pretty much the same. Brock Purdy dropping back, dumps the pass off, and it is complete for like 7 yards, I believe. Yes, I think. players are slipping and sliding all over this field right now, which makes sense. Even though they scrape the field off, it's definitely still slick with the snow consistently coming down. And it's going to be 2nd and 3. Brock Purdy. Going to be a handoff. And that is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he may be picked up a few. It depends where they mark him. If the Bills win tonight, they do clinch a playoff spot. So obviously the Chiefs clinched a playoff spot with their, I say, lucky win last week. And the Bills, with a win tonight, can officially clinch their division spot, or their playoff spot. Sorry, I don't know if I said playoff before division, but meant to say playoff. They clinched the playoff spot. That snow's really coming down. It's bouncing off their shoulder pads. Hands the ball off, and that's going to be pushed for a first down. I'm sure this 49ers team is very happy to have Christian McCaffrey back. That was a huge missing factor on this team to start the season. If you guys have seen the way Bryce Young has been playing lately, it kind of makes you wonder if the narrative around Bryce Young would have been a bit different if they didn't trade away Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore to different teams when they got a rookie quarterback. Oh, and Christian McCaffrey's still going. Picks up like 15 yards, a first down, and then some. 49ers are plowing through here. The Bills are going to have to find a way to stop the run if they want to win this game, because in a snowy game like this, they're definitely going to rely heavy on the run game. And McCaffrey and these 49ers are plowing through the field right now. You do wonder about McCaffrey's calf with the obviously stuff he had going on the past offseason that kept him out for a majority of the start of the season. Oh my God, the Bills cannot stop the run to save their life. What is going on here? Another first down for the 49ers, and it wasn't even McCaffrey in. Now here comes McCaffrey again. But it does make you wonder. It does make you wonder what's going on, if that's going to be a lingering issue, because that type of calf issue he was having is something that tends to kind of stick around a bit. So definitely something to like keep an eye on as this season and next season progresses. It could be interesting with McCaffrey and his calves. And they hand the ball off again, because why wouldn't they when it's working? And they pick up a few yards. All right, guys, are we betting that there's going to be at least one fumble this game with the conditions? I'm betting at least one fumble. Bills are 19-2 in December and January since 2020. That's pretty dang good. But they got to find a way to stop the run if they want to win this game. Good evening, Scottish Bear. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. 2nd and 9, Purdy with the little screen pass, and that is going to gain a few yards, and it's going to be 3rd down coming up. Whew. That's got to be chilly when your face hits like the cold snow. Let's see, what do we got? I put over under at 4 fumbles. Dang. Scottish Bear 3 fumbles, and Curtis 3.5. All right. You guys are in the 3-4 range. I could go, I'll take the under on 4 fumbles. I'll take the under. I don't think we get more than 4. That would be a heck of a game, though. Ooh, Brock Purdy was going for Christian McCaffrey, and I think he threw it either before McCaffrey was looking, or McCaffrey slipped a bit in the snow and it messed up his route, and it falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 7. Let's see. McCaffrey, yeah, it was a miscommunication, it looks like. It looks like Purdy was throwing it to where he thought McCaffrey was going to be, and McCaffrey was not there. And they're going to go for the field goal attempt. Whew, that's a bit of a low kick for this close. And it is good. San Fran is up 3-0. Bills kind of got lucky on that stop because McCaffrey and Purdy were not on the same page, or it would have been a completion for a first down. I don't think the throw was necessarily bad. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. I don't think the throw was necessarily bad. I think it was they were not on the same page with what they were trying to do. That's for sure. As long as Buffalo that fumbles. It's like a dog barking right outside my window. I don't know if I've told this story on a live before, but one time I came home from the bar and I came home and it was downpouring rain and I get to walking towards the like door to my apartment complex and I see a big dog sitting on a porch of a neighbor, like not my nearby neighbor, but one like kind of near me. And I see the dog sitting there and I'm like, I don't think that person has a dog. Um, so I'm kind of just looking because I'm realizing the dog's just like sitting on the porch and I'm waiting because something told me like, I don't know, I kind of feel like this dog's not supposed to be here. And or like the neighbor or like I don't know, they haven't let it inside because I was more so surprised that it's just sitting in the rain. And I like wait and I wait and no one comes and I realize like all the lights are off inside the apartment. No one's coming outside to open the door. And then I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like 90% confident the person who lives in that apartment is like does not have a dog. Like I'm pretty sure they're handicapped and they like have a helper who lives with them. Like I don't think they have a dog at all. And um so then I like get out of my car and this dog was huge, like a huge black, like I don't even think he was a lab. I think he was mixed with something, like maybe part mastiff, part something else. And I was a little scared because I love animals, but I was bit in the face by a mastiff when I was a kid. Um, and so that kind of traumatized me from big dogs. And so I'm walking out and I see the dog just sitting in the rain and I finally get to my apartment and I kind of stand on my porch and I look at it and I'm like, I don't know if I called it over and I was like, like, come here, or I like grabbed some cat food because I don't have a dog. So I grabbed some cat treats and I like brought it outside and I was like, come here. And I like try to get it over and it ran over to me. And I was like, okay, this dog's either going to be super friendly or I'm about to get like killed by a dog. And it runs over to me and he is so big and friendly and he's like jumping up on me. He's soaking wet. So wet dog is just jumping all over me and I'm like, okay. So yeah, I called the police and I was like, hey, someone's dog is here. I don't know whose it is, but he's been sitting out in the rain. And then the police officer came over, and luckily the dog had a collar on and like a shock collar. So I think it escaped from like one of the nearby house neighborhoods or something. And we tried calling, but no one answered. But it was also like 4 a.m. So I don't know like how it got out, if they knew it was out and they were looking for it, if they didn't know it got out, but it was like 4 a.m. So how do you not know your dog's in the house? Also Bill's first down gets like stuffed at the 1 yard line. But yeah, so I haven't seen the dog since, so I presume that the owners like eventually were found and they were able to get the dog home. And yeah, and that was the time I found a dog on a porch. And I'm very glad he was saved and he came here. He was just a big happy guy, happy to be found. 2nd and 9, Buffalo. And Josh Allen dropping back to pass. Ooh, pressure comes right away. He's evading. Oh, he evades 2 sack attempts. And he's waiting to chuck it somewhere. And it does not connect. It was to the receiver right there, but receiver cannot get his hands on the ball. I honestly think that was a catchable ball. But with the conditions, I'm not going to freak out about it. Josh Allen doing what he does and extending the play. Yeah, that was there. It was just good defense by the 49ers. That was there for the catch. And 3rd and 9 coming up for Buffalo. 7, 6, 5. Dropping back to pass. He's got time. Letting it rip. Ooh. Oh, when there's flags on the play, I think 49ers are going to be called for PI. We're at 6:44 in the first. Oops. Doug, I like your shirt. Where did you get it from? My sweatshirt is from, I don't know where it's from. It's actually not mine. I don't know where it's from. My other shirt is from when I was on a water ski team in Wisconsin. It's a very old shirt. But this one, I have no idea where it's from because it's not mine. Oh yeah, that was definitely holding on the 49ers on Samuel. So that is going to be a Bills first down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bills. They're at the 35. Hands the ball off, and that is going to be a nice run for a decent gain. Probably going to be 2nd and 1 maybe. Salesman and got bit multiple times. Not fun. Yeah, no. Dog. I love dogs, love cats, but and I never blame the dogs. It's the owners. It's owners who don't know how to properly train pets and take care of their pets that have dogs that bite because they aren't properly taken care of or trained. But yeah. Bills hand the ball off, and I think they fight for the first down. I think it's really hard to see with the snow and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's, unless it's going to be 3rd and inches or something, because they're kind of rushing to the, 3rd and 1. Okay. 3rd and 1, 5:43 in the first. They're going to do a little QB power through, and Josh Allen gets it through for the first. First down, Buffalo. Yeah, but being bit by dogs is not a fun time. That is for sure. It's and being bit in the face was a bit of a scary experience. That's for sure. Not exactly relevant, but I believe that there's no such thing as a bad dog. Exactly, Curtis. I agree. 1st and 10, Allen dropping back. He's got time. He gets to pass off for another first down, Bills. 2 different methods here. We have the 49ers so far who are definitely relying heavy on the run, and the Bills who are kind of trying to incorporate a little bit of a balance between the run-pass offense. Curious to see how much the 49ers lean on the pass in this game. I think the Bills have a lot of confidence in Josh Allen throwing in snow because he's got plenty of experience in it. 1st and 10, Buffalo again. They hand the ball off, and that run is stuffed right away to sniffed out. It's going to be 2nd down. I agree. The dogs that bit me were not good owners, to say the least. I watched one guy hit his dog in the face. Oh my God. Heck no. Heck no. I do not like that at all. I think the same can be said about people who have kids, and they probably shouldn't because they don't know how to be parents. Can be the same said about people who have pets, and they probably shouldn't because they don't know how to take care of their pets. 2nd and 4, Josh Allen dropping back to pass, connects, and it's going to be a completion, and it's going to be 3rd down. 49ers are trying to yank that ball out of his hand, and Shakir was not letting it happen. Cujo, the plot is a bit contrived. I've not seen that. I don't think I've seen that. German short hair pointer. I just got a puppy. I Don't have any dogs. I have 2 cats. I grew up with dogs, though. I grew up with dogs. 3rd and 6. Josh Allen dropping back. He's going to scramble. He's going to try to pick it up with his feet, and he does. He powers through. Probably about like 3 yards of people hanging on him. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Josh Allen is holding his hand, but I think it's because of coldness. I don't think it's because it got hurt. But he was kind of standing up, holding his hands like this. Yeah, I don't. Or he's holding his, no, he's holding his hand for sure. Yep, he's holding his hand because then he was really trying to shake it out. Bills hand the ball off with a little toss, and it completes. Big hit. But they pick up a few yards, and it is going already to be 2 minutes in the first because both teams have run the ball so much. 2nd down. Clock is winding down for the first. It is not Josh Allen's throwing hand, though, for the record, that he was trying to shake out. I'm behind you by like a play. 2nd and 5. And they pick up a few yards on the run. You could try to refresh it, but we'll see. Still kind of shaking out that hand. .105 in the first. Third and 1. Josh Allen hands the ball off, and that is a good run up the middle by the Bills, and they are going to be 1st and goal with 40 seconds left in the first. Will they try to get another snap off here quickly? I think they have to because of the play clock. Yeah, I think they have to. And we are at 15 seconds. They do have to get at least one play off here. And they're going to hand it off. And it's going to be a touchdown, Bills. A run to the goal line is good for a touchdown for Ray Davis. And the fans are throwing snow. I want to know what it's like to be a fan in that stadium, just like holding on to snow, waiting for them to score, to chuck it up. Melting in your hands. Funny. And just like that, the Bills, I mean, they still have to go for the extra point. Let's see. In these conditions, you never know. And it is good. Now the Bills are up 7-3. 3 seconds left in the first. Trying to figure out if I'm in sync. Hold on. I think this game is in sync more. Okay. We're good now. Oh, I need to plug my laptop in or it's going to die. There we go. All right. I have 2 cats. Me too, Scotty. 2 kitties. Touchdown, Bills. I got a dog. My mom has 2 dogs and 4 cats. Dang. My grandparents used to have a lot of pets growing up. They started with like 5 cats, and then as they all got older and passed away, um, and then they got a dog, and then um, she ended up taking my family dog as well. So then she ended up with 2 dogs. And it's the end of the first after San Fran receives the kickoff. In-game update from Accenture. I swear, sometimes it sounds like people are literally like right in my apartment with how close it sounds. It freaks me out sometimes. Found a gecko in my house this summer. That's interesting. A gecko. My family growing up, we had a ton of pit bulls. They try to teach us discipline by they try to teach us to discipline them by slapping them on top of their snout. I will never nor will ever do that to my dogs. No, I don't think training dogs is hitting them. I think you have to train your dogs by actually going through proper training and teaching them from a puppy, and it's like not easy. It takes hard work. Like you have to commit to the classes, you have to commit to actually like following through when you're home alone with the dog and like teaching them and correcting them. But eventually if you do that, they are well trained. And dogs like pit bulls and staffies, like they're actually very, very friendly dogs and very loving dogs, but they just need more training when they're puppies, and people don't do that. Are your cats indoor, outdoor? Sometimes they have a fun habit of bringing home friends. Oh no, my cats are indoor. I've only lived in apartments, so I would never let my cats be outdoor cats in an apartment complex because it's just way more difficult. Like there's no way to track them, make sure, in an apartment, like with the parking lot and everything else. But then also my grandparents' cats growing up were all indoor cats, so I've never had outdoor cats. I've never had experience with outdoor cats. So I don't really love the idea of an outdoor cat, and it kind of freaks me out because I don't know like what they're getting into or anything like that. So for me, mine have to stay indoor. I do, however, take them out on leashes. I do let them um I do let them walk on leashes, and we go for walks in a backpack and stuff like that, but I don't let them wander the world by themselves. I don't know. I think there's too many things they can get into. There's cars, there's other animals, I don't trust it. It freaks me out. 49ers have the ball, 1st and 10. Brock Purdy dropping back to pass. And McCaffrey is going to run it for 1st down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 again. 14:47 in the second. So yeah, I'm perfectly happy with my kitties staying inside where I can see them. And when they want to go outside, they can go with me on their little leashes or in their backpack. I lost my mouse. Okay, here it is. Harmful to the environment, they kill birds. Yeah. My cats like to chase the birds from inside. And the 49ers send the ball off to McCaffrey, who once again goes for another 1st down. 1st and 10 again, San Francisco. Bills are going to be in for a long game if they cannot stop this run game by the 49ers. William, go Bears, go. Go Bears, bear down. We're looking at our next opponents here in the 49ers. Doing good. How are you? All right. First and 10. San Fran. 2-1. Purdy dropping back, and there's pressure right away, but he escapes, and he's going to pick up like 1 yard after running past the line of scrimmage. He ran a lot just to pick up maybe a yard. I think if it wasn't snowing, that probably would have been a sack, but he kind of slipped as he came around the edge. Not as good as GG, probably. I haven't seen GG in a minute. We also don't have, well, Roman Life might be here, but they're not in the comments yet. If they are. 2nd and 7 coming up. Purdy hands the ball off to McCaffrey, who is almost just ran it for a touchdown. He was almost gone and got tripped up at the last second. Oof. He was this close to breaking away. Yeah, it was really good save by the Bills defender there. He just tripped up McCaffrey or he was gone. He's got snow all over his eyebrows, eyelashes. 1st and 10. 49ers. Ooh, and that run is stuffed right away by the Bills. 2nd down. Just upended. Oh, his Ravens beat my Eagles, or his Eagles beat my Ravens earlier. Oh boy, maybe that's why Rome is MIA. The Ravens lost. Justin Herbert's my fantasy quarterback, though, so. What team should get a dome that gets snow and which team shouldn't? Purdy dropping back to pass. He's going to scramble. He's trying to look for someone downfield, gets hit as he throws, and it's intercepted, but there is a flag. It might be on the 49ers holding, so we'll see if it stands, but right now it's an interception by Damar Hamlin. I don't think it's going to be roughing the passer. Oh, it's going to be against the defense. Oh, a flag against Hamlin. What did he do? So now, instead of an interception, it's an automatic first down. I mean, the only problem I have with that is that I don't know who it was on the 49ers totally bulldozed over the Bills defender. And then Damar Hamlin kind of got his hands on the 49ers offensive player. It kind of, I don't know. I feel like that kind of was eh. And Christian McCaffrey fell, and it is going to be 2nd down. And I don't know if that's his calf or the snow, but I feel like he's running off the field weird. He could have just slipped on the snow, but I think it's his calf. Remember, I said in the beginning of the game, he's been dealing with that calf injury. And he just went down. I don't even think he slipped. I think he just purposefully went down. I think, yeah. I think, yep, McCaffrey's going to the injury tent. McCaffrey is in the blue tent. Yeah, he purposely slid, so I think his calf hit him again. And there's a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be false start offense. Or delay of game, my bad. Sorry. And 10:35 of the second. It is cold in here. Too many injuries today? Yeah. Lives in blue tent this season? Yeah. I know. He just came back. That's what I was saying. I was like, you know, that injury he's been dealing with is something that tends to linger and unfortunately will probably be around the rest of his career. And, after not playing for a while and then trying to rush it and come back, I was very curious on if that was going to re-flare up again. And unfortunately, it looks like it has. Third down coming up for the 49ers. The snow still coming down strong. In my lifetime, I've had two Scottish terriers, two Skye Terriers, two German Shepherds, one Husky, one Akita, all great dogs. Dang, you've had a lot of dogs, a lot of different kinds. I love dogs. I would have all the types of animals if I could. 3rd and 14 coming up. Hand the ball off, and that run is going to be stuffed, and they are not going to get a first down here. It's going to be 4th down coming up 49ers. Did you see the hit on T-Law? Disgusting? Yes, I did. That was bad. That was bad. That was a dirty hit. It was, he had an opportunity to avoid the hit, or at least pretend or attempt to try to avoid it by like turning his body or doing something, and he just went full arm and head into Trevor Lawrence's head. Like, that was not good. I haven't seen any updates on how Trevor Lawrence is doing. I saw he was taken off with the cart. I presume he has a concussion. 49ers go for the kick, and it is no good. They go for the field goal attempt 45 yards, no good. Goes far right? I can't tell. I guess technically far left. I don't know. But yeah, I presume because he was in like posture position after the hit, you saw him go into the, didn't look good. Did not look good. Snow games. I love snow games. It is my absolute favorite. I love snow games. I was trying to see if there was updates on Trevor Lawrence, but I haven't seen anything yet. Let's see. Let me search it. Trevor Lawrence. Oops, I hit enter too soon, but oh well. Oh, this is one of those Twitter doctors that are, well, this is already kind of what I already said, but suffered a significant brain injury here. He shows a clear fencing response, which means he is knocked out with a concussion and deeper parts of his brain are malfunctioning. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's the same thing we saw with Tua when he took that big hit. The way his body went into the pose, that's how you kind of know right away that he was knocked out. I had a similar response when I mean, obviously I wasn't conscious to see it from what I was told. When I was in cheerleading, I was, one of the people held up at the top, and my back spot, so there's two people lifting you up, and then there's one person holding your ankles behind. And when they pop you up to catch you, the person in back catches you like under your arms so that you are caught from your back. And they popped me up so that I could come down. And when I went to fall back, she stepped away. she just disappeared. And that means I had no one behind me. So if I'm like sideways, there's like a person standing here, two people here. She stepped away. And so when I went flying in the air, no one was behind me to catch my back. And the two bases caught my feet, not knowing that the back spot had completely disappeared. By the way, Buffalo ball, 1st and 10, and this run might go to the house. Holy cow. And it is. Touchdown Bills. Holy cow. 1st and 10. First handoff of the drive goes for a touchdown. James Cook just ran it up the sideline, and it is good for a touchdown. Let's go Bills, if you're a Bills fan. What a run. Yeah, it's a nice little took the gap and then up the sideline. He's gone. Just outran everybody. Nice run. Touchdown, Buffalo. Yeah, that was like a 70-yard run. That was insane. Extra point is good, and it is going to be 14-3 Buffalo. And we'll see if McCaffrey ends up coming back or not. But yeah, so she stepped aside and the bases caught my feet, which then only helped me fall back even further because, gravity, momentum takes the higher mass. And anyways, I flew and fell down and the back of my head just smacked the ground. And I remember hearing the sound of like I remember the immediate feel of impact and hearing people in the background like all go and then nothing. And then it was black and then it was quiet. And then yeah, I came to and I was knocked out. I was out. I was I was unconscious and then I was awoken and then yeah, and then I had a pretty solid concussion after that because I just flew from, I don't know, like 15 plus feet in the air and landed straight on my head. So, yeah, that was not good. And then another time, I was kicked in the head um, and got knocked out cold. Got hit right in the temple. Some feet came flying. Someone was doing a tumbling pass and they went crooked. And I was standing where I was supposed to, and they went like way crooked and they flipped their feet to like during their flip, they were flipping and their feet came over, knocked me in the side of my head, out cold. I was out cold. That was another time. Fun times. I've had quite a few concussions. But yeah, the one where I fell straight on my head from flying 15 feet in the air, that was the worst one. That one. And that was terrifying because as soon as like you reach a certain point on your fall, like you should feel the contact of your back hitting the person behind you's chest as they catch you. And I didn't feel that contact. And then I felt the momentum going back and I knew that no one was behind me anymore and just my head smacking the ground. Yeah, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. And then I was knocked out cold. And then the next time, and that totally messed me up with cheerleading after that. I hated going up in the air because having a fall like that was like, yeah, it was not good. Falling from like 15 feet in the air onto your head is scary. And I did not want to ever do that again. I'm lucky I didn't like snap my neck, honestly, with the way the impact goes down. Like, I'm lucky my back didn't like snap right there. So that was terrifying. And after that is pretty much when I stopped wanting to be the one flying in the air. And 49ers return the ball at like the 20-ish yard line. They're shy of the 25. What's up, Hawkins? How are you doing? This game is going exactly as I feared expected. I mean, there's still a lot of time on the clock yet. 49ers have done a good job running the ball, but now with McCaffrey, we'll see. We'll see. Is that why you're a Bears fan? No, unfortunately, I was a Bears fan before I ever got hit in the head. Never been knocked out, not by anesthesia. Yeah, I wish I could say the same, but unfortunately, I've hit my head several times. First and 10, not McCaffrey, but the 49ers run the ball. And this one is also going a distance, but it is tackled, but it is now at the 50-yard line. That was a solid run. And once again, Bills are struggling to stop the run here. She gets any more concussions and she'll be a Packers fan. might forget where I am. Reasonable response, 2 feet on the ground life. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, like, after falling from that height, when you because it's all trust. Like, you trust that these people are going to catch you. And once you fall and that person that is supposed to catch you, like the most important spot is that person behind you. And once they let you like just hit your head on the ground like that, like you don't have that trust anymore. So then when you're flying up in the air, it's like like at least I immediately started panicking and being like, I don't want to fall and die. And then 49ers with another injury. Brock Purdy with the little screen pass, and that is going to be tackled at about the 1 yard line. But yeah, once you lose that trust, it's really hard to like have confidence going into those stunts. So once that happened, it was really hard for me to go back. McCaffrey, they're playing the replay of him going down with his calf again. I honestly worry for McCaffrey. I worry that calf thing is like I said, that's the type of injury that lingers forever. And I worry that this is going to really impact the rest of his career. 49ers pick up the first down on the ground, and it's going to be first down. The 49ers still definitely have a way of staying in this game and catching up, because like I said, even without McCaffrey, they're still running all over the Buffalo Bills right now, which I'm very nervous they're going to do to the Bears this upcoming week, because the Bears' run stop has not been good. 1st and 10. And we hand the ball off again, and that one is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 5:46 left of the second. What happened to half the wall decorations? So I didn't do a good job nailing them in, and so they don't stay up very well. And so I have to keep like re-putting them up, and I didn't do it for the stream because I forgot. I started going live and forgot that I did not attempt to re-put them up. So I don't trust when I'm not like around that they won't fall off and I'll go crashing to the floor. So I only have them up when I'm home, and I forgot to put them back up. 5-11, 2-1. Purdy dropping back, and he's got time, and now he's sacked. I thought for a minute there was a whistle because he was just standing there, but there was no whistle. 3rd down. Tom Gurley was never the same when he got arthritis in his knee. Injuries suck, man. I mean, I wasn't the same with cheerleading, with gymnastics. When I hurt my ankle, I could never bounce back. I was never able to bounce back from my ankle injury just because it just kept getting re-aggravated, and I couldn't bounce back from it. 3rd and 9. Purdy dropping back, almost sacked again. He's being chased, and he's sacked again. 4th down, 49ers. Purdy, you don't got the speed for that, brother, especially not in the snow. You know, I get he's trying to make something happen, though, but he ain't got the speed. He's got to throw it away. Then again, it's 3rd down, so. Eesh. So good for the 49ers. Curtis, at least Caleb and the rest of the team have a week plus to work with the new coach. Yeah, that's why this 10-day stretch was definitely, this is not a good bounce for the Bills. This is going to be within the 5-yard line for Buffalo to start with here. Yeah, that's why having this like mini bye coming up was going to be very good for Thomas Brown to come in. It's still not nearly enough time in the grand scheme of things when you look at like getting a preseason and other things to actually prepare, but you know, it's better than nothing. What a career arc for Thomas Brown. Yeah, man. I think I said on my Bears podcast for the emergency podcast that when Eberflus was fired, that dude's got to be living his dream and nightmare at the same time. Like, dream coming true, becoming an NFL head coach, nightmare scenario. So I'm sure he's really going through it, but he's got to pull it together because he's got to be the leader. And obviously, this locker room is in shambles after Eberflus, which honestly they should actually probably be in a better place with Eberflus gone. But Thomas Brown has to prove he's already got the buy-in, I think, from the offense, so that's good. But he's got to get the buy-in from the defense, and I think he will. I think it'll help that half the team already is bought into Thomas Brown, and then I think that the defense will see his mannerisms and how he carries himself, and it's definitely a stark contrast to Eberflus, and I think that'll really help him win over the locker room. And a win against the 49ers would definitely help. Too banged up, Bears should win since Eberflus is gone. I don't see, I agree in the sense of the 49ers this year is not a team that I'm super concerned about. Granted, the Bears have lost 6 in a row, but with the new head coaching change, it might be a morale booster. With the 49ers injuries, the main thing I'm worried about is just the Bears defense not being able to stop the run. But I do think the Bears offense should be able to have some success against the 49ers defense. But we'll see. We'll see. Hard to say. Hard to say. Caleb sucks. I don't think Caleb sucks. He had a great second half. Obviously, the first half didn't go as we wanted, but he had a great second half of the game. I think even in the first half, part of the issues were not all on him. And also, I don't know. I just don't think I don't think a lot of the first half issues were really falling on Caleb. Granted, he had some moments, but I honestly think most of the moments he has where he is not performing well is either rookie moments of not knowing, he has to learn as he goes along when to hold on to the football and be Superman and when to just throw it away and live another down. And the accuracy stuff is really his footwork. His footwork is really the only problem. And he makes some crazy throws. And I think when you watch the things that he just misconnects on, it's either misaligning with the wide receivers and the routes with the throw aren't on the same page, or it's simply his footwork and not getting his feet set to make the throw. And that's correctable. That's coachable for sure. Josh Allen with the pass, and it connects for a first down to the tight end, and he's still on his feet. First down, Buffalo. But yeah, I think he'll be all right. Ooh, that should have been a face mask by the 49ers. I noticed the ref had his hand on the flag and he never threw it, but that could have been a face mask call on the 49ers. He really grabbed right onto it. Buffalo out? What's up, Taylor? How you doing? First and 10. Riding a high of having Eberflus gone, the Bears are going to be the 49ers. I'd go on a limb to say it's not even close by the second half. Wow, that's a prediction. I don't think that. I think it will be close. I think if the Bears do win, it will not be a blowout win. But you never know. You never know. But I don't think it will be a blowout win at all. Yeah, I agree, Curtis. The uphill battle starts. It's not an easy schedule he's going against either. And honestly, anyone who's not in favor of Thomas Brown as the head coach, if he goes forward and brings this team to multiple wins the second half of this schedule, that is extremely impressive. I think people forget he is also calling the plays within a few weeks span of getting the positioned to be the one calling the plays, and then he's becoming the head coach, all while facing an extremely tough division and an extremely difficult second half of the season or last half of the schedule here. And Thomas Brown is not a dude who, like, he's not an Antonio Pearson. I think that's what people get worried about because, you know, like, we're going to do a typical Bears thing and hire someone who's not qualified. Thomas Brown has been circulating in the NFL as a head coach candidate. And he, like, was an offensive coordinator for the Panthers. And he will be, if he's not with the Bears next season, he will be an OC or a head coach somewhere else. And I think if he is able to pull out some wins towards the end of the season and Caleb Williams continues to look good and the Bears come out with some wins against a gauntlet of a schedule with the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings, and he comes out of some of those games with wins, I don't know. I think that's a very strong indication of it being, like, I don't want to jump to a conclusion and say he's going to be a good head coach, but I think if he can do that on a short notice, while calling plays, while developing a rookie quarterback, I think that is a very good indication that he might just be the guy for the job. But we have to see it. We have to see it first. I think Bill Belichick is just, it's not his type of quarterback, but I don't think Caleb sucks at all. I think that's a I don't know. You can not be in favor of some of the way he plays the game or something, but to say he sucks is definitely not accurate. Bills with another huge run, first down. Tried to sell Riley for, tried to sell him Ford Focus. Penix Jr., that's interesting. I know we haven't seen Penix Jr. play, but I do not think he's going to come out as one of the best quarterbacks from that draft class. And I could be wrong, but I just don't. I think between Caleb and Daniels and May, I don't think he will. And we don't know what J.J. McCarthy is going to come out looking like either. How's it going? How are you doing? I'm doing all right. And the Bills with another run for a first down. 1:46 left in the second. Sold an Amish guy a truck. Did it have a motor or a horse? God, and there's Rome. What is that, bro? I brought a driver and everything. Absolutely wild. He brought a driver. My bad. Well, that's not surprising, though. Probably a business truck, I'd assume. Oh, yep, see? Bought it for his business. Yeah, I know a bit about the Amish, actually. 1st and 10, and the pass is complete, and it's going to be a second down. Buffalo calls their first time out at 1:07 left in the second. But yeah, I actually went to Amish country in many years ago when I was in high school. Okay, so make a long story short, my best friend went through a phase. She grew up in a very religious household, and she went through a phase where she was very infatuated with the Amish. And so we went to Amish country. We would watch stuff on, like, I lived in a small town, and there were Mennonites and stuff that lived in my town. There was actually a big family of Mennonites that lived in my grandma's neighborhood. So I kind of am a little bit familiar with, like, that lifestyle, like how they operate. So yeah, I kind of figured that he would be buying the truck for his business. That kind of makes sense. Thomas Brown ending above 500 would be impressive. That would be insane. I don't know if you mean just in the few games, that would be impressive. I don't think we can get our record back to above 500, but you never know. But if you're talking like just the record of the last few games we have left, that would still be impressive. Keep calm, everyone. I have arrived. Welcome in. A good thing I was just about to start panicking, so I'm glad you said that. Gave me a bunch of calendars with tractors. He kind of, yeah, they're super nice people, like genuinely. Obviously they live a different lifestyle than I do, but very nice when I met them. When I went to Amish country, they were all super nice. Yeah, very nice people. The Mennonites that lived in my grandma's neighborhood, very nice people. They would come by and like wave and say hi when they walked past and did their nightly evening walks together. Yeah, super nice. What is up? We got another Pecker fan in the chat. I still want to go to that Bears Packers one in the Lambeau at the end of the season. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but it would be really fun if I could. I'm trying to be healthier, guys, so I have Mio Energy and I'm drinking sparkling water. I'm trying to be healthier. I'm doing my best. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bills. Dump pass is complete for a first down and then some. Bills are marching their way down. Clock is stopped at 1:01 left in the second. I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm on a diet. I started a new medication. And now I'm replacing my other drinks with sparkling water. We'll see how it goes. First and goal. First and goal. Hands the ball off, and that's going to be complete for a few yards. I think they're going to have to use the second time out here. 53 seconds. The clock has stopped, so I assume. Ooh, some pushing and shoving going on. Oh, San Francisco used their timeout. Okay. Do you think the Bears can turn it around? I don't, but I do. I think there's hope that maybe with Thomas Brown, if he's good, can get this team turned around to maybe ending on a more positive note. I don't know if they could get turned around enough to like make the playoffs or anything, but I do think he can potentially turn the team around to be a bit more competitive and win some out here at the end. I lived in Amish country in Indiana until about a year ago. Did you know? That's the Amish country I went to. I went to the Amish country in Indiana. I rode a horse and carriage and the whole thing. And I had dinner with the Amish. It was actually a fun time. It really was. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. He's got an open touchdown if he hits it. Ooh. Incomplete. It was open for a second there, but Josh wasn't able to hit it right away because there was he was getting forced out of the pocket. But like right away there was someone open, but he wasn't going to be able to get there. That was close though. Yeah, too high. Bit in my feelings today, but otherwise I'm okay. In your feelings because of life or the Ravens, both or neither? You did something to your profile pic, did you? Oh, there's an addition in the background. You're right. Ooh, that's going to be a touchdown, Bills. If he got both feet in, that was a great throw and catch from Josh Allen to Hollins. Let's see. They're going to do the replay. I think it was good, though, but let's see. That would have been a great touchdown catch. Yeah, that's in. That's in. That's a touchdown. Let's see. Catch, 1 foot, 2 foot, and a toe tap. That's in. That's a touchdown, Bills. And they're going for the extra point here. And it's good. That was a great Little dart by Josh Allen, and Hollins with a nice sideline catch there. And bam, just like that, it is 21-3 Bills. But yes, I do see there's now a pirate ship in the background. I see it. I'm like staring super close to the screen to be able to see. We can pretend it's a spotted cow. Yes, in our heads, I still have some spotted cow left, but I'm really trying to. I'll only break out the spotted cow for like maybe Bears games because I'll probably need it and the playoffs. But otherwise, we're going sparkling water. Trying to lose that weight. Saves on haircuts. And put the Bucks. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Curtis, NFC North is stacked. Playoffs are probably out of the question, but I think ending on a positive note is arguably better than a higher draft position. Oh, I agree. Like, I know as fans, we're like, ooh, the higher draft pick, but keep in mind, like, these players are frustrated. And I'm not just talking about, like, people are like, oh, Caleb, you know, he needs to, like, he deserves to win, to, like, learn how to win. And yes, that's all true. I care more about the vets, like Cole Kmet and Jalen Johnson, who have been on this team and done nothing but lose. These players need wins. Like, they are tired of losing. And if this head coach can get them to some wins, they'll have the buy-in from the vets. And I think that's, and it's not like you're getting wins against bad teams. Like, if you're getting wins against the Packers or the Lions or the Vikings or the 49ers, like, I think as a team, you could feel pretty good about that. So I think, yeah, I think my main thing is the wins are definitely more important for the sake of the future of the team and for the vets on this roster, for sure. Not saying Thomas Brown officially becomes head coach or anything, but I do think it's important for the vets here. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Alexis, you look like you're at a healthy weight. Your face isn't fat on camera. When I need to lose weight, I just cut sugar out. I would rather have sugar though and be happy, so no dieting anymore. Well, appreciate that. I don't think I have a fat face. I have pretty strong cheekbones though that kind of make me look probably thinner than I am. But I don't know. I've been not happy with my present weight for a while, and I've been trying to get healthier. One, because of, to be honest, appearance. I want my body to look better, but also like with, I have an autoimmune condition, you know, I got cancer in the summer and like wasn't really exercising or couldn't really exercise or do anything. And like, I just really want to get back into getting in shape, my body feeling healthy, and I want to get more tone again. You know, I grew up an athlete and was very muscular, very toned. I don't expect to ever get back to that, but I do want to get back to feeling like strong and like having some definition. And I'm not saying like bodybuilder. I just want to like not feel like a beached whale every time I'm walking around. So yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, but also just trying to get like more in shape and toned and everything. 1st and 10 coming up for 49ers. 33 seconds left of the second, and they're going to get the first down. They still have 2 timeouts, so Buffalo, you know, they want to play smart. San Francisco still has time to try to get it in the end zone here. Lives in Shipshawana briefly with Nate Mapany while working for a double-decker manufacturer painting house. Painting those. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense for that area. Live, love, Ravens in that order. Live, love, Bears in that order. I was thinking about love today. You know, like in the grand scheme of things. I don't know why. I was just thinking of like relationships and life and everything. What's spotted cow? Only the best beer around? Hello? Are you living in Wisconsin, Hawkins, or are you a Packers fan not from Wisconsin? And the 49ers pick up a few yards there. They're shy of the first down, but it's second down, and they're trying to hurry up. They got to get another play off. They got 13 seconds and a timeout. They're at the 50-yard line. They spike it. And I think they're going to try to get one more play off and then try to get in field goal range and try to call the timeout for the field goal. I second there, no weight to be lost. Trust me, there is. Before winter, what's the point? Because now's the time where like you're inside with nothing to do. So if I work out and get in shape and lose weight now, then when summer comes along, I'll feel a lot better than if I didn't do anything all winter. And the Bills call their second timeout. 10 seconds left. The last 30 seconds of the second half has been taking 10 minutes. Looking good and feeling like you're good, looking good are definitely two different things. Very true. Very true. Yeah, it's different if you don't feel like you're looking good, then, that's how I feel. I feel like I need to get in shape. 10 seconds, 3rd and 3. And Purdy dropping back. They're going to go for a sideline throw here. And it is completed. 4 seconds left on the clock. The Bills let them get away with that one. Gotta be more careful. Now they're going to get in field goal range. Let's see. They're going for the kick. He's already missed 2 or 1? One kick today. 1 attempt. 55 yards in the snow. He missed one earlier. And this is going to be short. No good. No good. The field goal is no good from Moody. And we are going into the halftime. Fell short of the, yeah, that was not going in. Too short. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Jordan Love. What about Jordan Love? What happened with him? Not from Wisconsin? Well, that explains it because Spotted Cow is a brewery. Well, New Glarus is a brewery that has a beer called Spotted Cow and other types of beers, but like pale ales, lagers, all the other things. But like their most famous one is Spotted Cow, so everyone calls it like Spotted Cow. And it's a very, very good beer. Highly recommend. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel is my fave beer. I think I've had that before. Another Jordan Love comment. Did I say Jordan Love or did the stream say Jordan Love or are we just randomly throwing out Jordan Love's name? Oh, I see. You said you were thinking about a Love and I just figured Jordan Love. No, I was not thinking about that Love. Not at all. Not at all. The teddy bear, who makes that? This is a bear, he's falling over, from the 1980s, before I was born. And I have no idea who makes it. I don't think they're made anymore, but they were bears from after the Bears. I'm pretty sure it was 1986 after the Bears won the Super Bowl. They had like a line of these teddy bears, and obviously he has seen better days. He's seen some smoke, it appears. Yeah. Don't know who made them. I don't think you can still buy them unless you can find them on eBay, but Yeah, this is a hand-me-down. This is my grandpa's bear. Technically, I think he like gave it to one of my like my aunt or my uncle, but none of them really care about football. And so he's kept it and now it's mine. I have some really cool artwork pieces of bears stuff from like the 80s and stuff. That was my grandpa's that I will get. It's just a matter of like where I'm going to put them. And so until I figure out where I'm going to put them, they're at my grandma's because they're big. Like they're like take up like this entire background behind me. And there's multiple of them. And yeah, so they're still in the office and in the basement at my grandma's house. And there's multiple of them, multiple. He even has like Super Bowl tickets. And yeah, and I just need somewhere to put them up, but they're mine now. But I really want to put up the one that's the Bears Packers one, because it's super cool. It's super cool. I need to show you guys, but I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. You look beautiful, Alexis. Come on, people, hype this lady up. Appreciate it, Perk. Thank you. On a day where my hair is disheveled and I'm in a oversized sweater talking about losing weight, I appreciate it. As a smart fella, I will tell you that you shouldn't be too concerned about your appearance. My gosh, don't you know that? Appreciate it. Like I said, I mean, I definitely am still going to be on my, I say diet, but it's not like I'm like doing anything crazy. I'm just altering the foods I'm eating and trying to be a lot more like healthy and conscious of the type of foods I'm eating and when I'm eating. I've done keto diets and stuff in the past. I don't want to go back on keto, I don't think. I've done it twice now, and I don't think I want to go back to keto. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Only sold in Wisconsin? Yes, it is very good. So good, Alexis, and I completely understand and wanting to feel healthy. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more of like a, like obviously there's self-consciousness that comes to it, but like it's mainly a like I just want to feel better than what I feel like right now. Like I want to feel more muscular, like I want to feel more agile. And yeah, and I want to look better in my clothes. Cool bear. He is a cool bear. Also, someone is blasting some music in their car outside of my apartment. It's driving me nuts. I think my grandma has that same bear. It wouldn't be surprising. It was, I think it was popular like when it came out. If the Packers did anything at all this season, it's their injury report always reminding us that love is questionable and usually day to day. Good one. Interesting they made him a white bear. It is interesting. You would have thought they'd done like a grizzly bear, but I don't know. Maybe they were going for like the polar bear effect with like the. I wish we would do freaking polar outfits. White out, that'd be sick. Dude, that cancer scar is so dope. I like scars. I wish I had one like that to scratch. None of my scars are good size. Also, a dope bear. Quite pushy, like looks cuddly, bit dirty. It is definitely dirty. It has seen better days. Um, like I said, it's older than me, so it's been sitting in dust, sitting in a basement, um, all sorts of stuff. But um, what was the other part of this? Oh, sick, sick cancer scar. Yeah, it's something. It's something. I'm pulling it down because it's if it looks like I'm constantly trying to like show it off, it's because it's very sensitive still. So like when my clothes rub against it, it like kind of stings. So I keep trying to get my clothes away from it so that it leaves it alone. Um, but thanks. It will fade with time. It'll fade with time, and in a year from now, it probably won't be as noticeable. It'll always be there, but it'll fade as time goes along. Ask about the teddy bear because it reminds me of the Santa bears from the Daytons from the 80s and 90s. My mother used to work for them. She would collect them. I said to her that I would keep them. It could be. I mean, this is from the 80s, so it's possible. What about Lamar? Wait, what about Lamar? I like Lamar. I think he's a great quarterback. Oh, we're asking Riley what quarterbacks suck? Lamar Jackson doesn't suck. Okay. At least we know Riley's smart enough to know that Lamar doesn't suck. That would be a wild statement. Remember when the Ravens were like open to trading Lamar? Rome, were you panicking then when they wanted to trade Lamar Jackson? Turn that music down. Yeah, people around here have been going crazy with music lately, and I don't like that. I like music when I go out, but like if I'm in my house and I want to just be watching TV or going to bed, you better not be blasting music because I will want to punch you in the face. Chris, what is up? What is up? Welcome in. Wait, I saw a different comment here that. Oh no, I seen a clip. Did you guys see the Michigan and Ohio State brawl on the field after the loss? And Ryan Day just standing there like a statue and then saying to a player what happened. Meanwhile, they're like all in a brawl on the field. Crazy. That was crazy. Also, go Michigan. Where's Life? She wouldn't like that. We could be celebrating the Michigan win together instead of fighting about Bears versus Lions. Jason, who's the 40? Yeah, Jason's a 49ers fan. What are your thoughts on Vikings signing Daniel Jones in the practice squad? I mean, it makes sense. A veteran. Obviously, they have Sam Darnold right now, and I think it's smart to have him as a precaution in the event that Darnold goes down and they make the playoffs because obviously, oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? JJ McCarthy is not going to be playing this year. And it's another vet in the room for, if they don't keep Darnold around, if they do, and they want to have like two vets on the roster to help out with JJ McCarthy this offseason, I think it's smart. Plus, I would not mind if we had to play Daniel Jones. Like, God forbid he had to step in and we had to play against him. Ah, shucks, Dang it. I would be okay with that. Dude, you're an actual badass for being a cancer survivor. Let 7 go. Appreciate it. Thank you. I like, trust me, there are people who are going through or have gone through like way worse than I have with mine. But nonetheless, getting told you have cancer is never fun. But yeah, I'm definitely well aware of I am in the small majority of people that are very lucky with everything, and hopefully it stays that way. But yes, I thank you. And you know what? More kudos to the people who are really going through like the more insane battles and the more difficult battles than I had to go through. The brawl was batshit. Yeah, it was nuts. Brawl was wild. Yeah, it was like it was unnecessary, and like the fact that he got pepper sprayed, nuts. And then the player from Michigan being able to like have a very professional response when asked about the brawl, and he was like, just unacceptable and not how football should be played, and people need to accept when they lose and not be sore losers. And I'm like, that is such a W response, like a way to be professional and like respond maturely and also throw in a slight dig and be like, you just gotta not be sore losers. I thought it was so good. Oh man, I was nervous. The panicking only started when he requested a trade. That whole series of events was crazy. I can't believe he requested a trade. I can't believe he almost was traded. I can't believe no one wanted him. Like, that's nuts. That was nuts. That was a weird series of events, and I did not follow the Ravens close enough to understand why that was happening, but that was crazy. Why would you ever trade Lamar? Yeah, they did have to pepper spray people. They did. The Texans and Jags got into a brawl today, and the red zone guy said got a little Ohio State Michigan going on in Jacksonville. Yeah, after the Trevor Lawrence hit. Yeah, that was another crazy thing. After we beat U of A, we had some drama at midfield with our trident, but no brawl. The cops pepper sprayed players at Michigan game. The cop was injured, I read. Oh, I didn't know a cop was injured too. I mean, a big crowd like that of dudes in gear, like in football gear, like I don't know how you break that up. But yeah, come on now. You have 4 quarters of football to like get your aggressions out. There's no need to start punching and throwing punches, especially when everyone has helmets on. Like, what's the point? To get yourself hurt? Don't be stupid. Unfortunately. Well, you know what? I root for the Niners a lot when it's against the Packers. So, is Michigan's money line. OSU was like minus 1,600. Must have been a crazy payout. Yeah, true. Michigan was not expected to win. Wasn't there flag controversy in the Florida game? I think so. Well, and some people are trying to say that Michigan shouldn't have done the flag thing and I'm like, oh, come on. Ooh, 49ers with a big kickoff return. Holy cow. Samuel with a huge kickoff return for the opening kickoff of the second half for the 49ers. And it's 1st and 10, I think, at the 50. I can't tell how far he went. That was a crazy run. I bet 49ers score on this drive. That's what I'm betting. They come out hot for the second half. Injury update. McCaffrey knee has been ruled out. Not good. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand the ball off, and that is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Trevor is bad this year. Bad throws, injury, just whack. He's like Kyler Murray, busted. I'm projecting. My Cards lost again. Bummed out. Thank God for ASU. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence has definitely not panned out to be the generational. And I know people like, yes, he had the Urban Meyer year. And I know people are like, well, his wide receivers drop passes and this happens and that happens. And it's like, okay, everyone was ready to be done with Justin Fields after year 3 when we all know he had a terrible situation his rookie season. Then his second year, Ryan Poles came in and tore down the entire roster to the studs, and he had practice squads dudes he was throwing to. Also, 49ers complete a pass for a 1st down. And after, and then a year later, after not, they finished 7 and 10 and he shows some promise and everyone's like, Justin Fields is a bust. He's a backup. And I'm like, if we're going to say that about Justin Fields, like, when is it time? And I know people are like, well, Trevor's thrown for 4,000 yards. That's great. But have you watched him play? Like, even in the one game that everyone comes back to where they're like, well, he won a playoff game. And I'm like, the Chargers choked. Trevor Lawrence threw like 4 interceptions that game. And then they came back because the Chargers choked and they won the game. But like, I don't know. I'm not like trying to bash Trevor. I just think, how many more excuses are you going to give the guy? Like, at the end of the day, he was a number 1 overall draft pick. He was deemed generational. And he hasn't been. He just hasn't. I'm not saying his career is over or anything, but I think trying to sit here and keep making excuses is stupid. 2nd and 7 coming up for the 49ers. Hand the ball off, and there's a big gap there. And he gets the 1st down, but he is shy of the end zone. And I think the 49ers have another injury. Or do they? Nope, he's getting up. Never mind. I think they're okay. I'm sure Packer 79, I'm late to the chat, so I'm sure you've already talked about this, but what would you consider a successful second half of the season now that Flus is gone? Get a few wins. Caleb Williams continues to improve. Thomas Brown, if Thomas Brown can continue to have the offense gain some success and momentum, can continue to have Caleb Williams finish the season on a strong note, and they get some wins out of this, I think it's a very, very good indication for Caleb. And I think it's a very, very good indication of Thomas Brown and potentially being able to keep him as your head coach and keep building on the relationship he's built with Caleb in the offense. But, we'll see. But I think just getting some wins in and like rebuilding this locker room and getting some wins under the belt against tough teams like the Packers and the Minnesota Vikings and the Lions and the 49ers and the Seahawks, like those are all good teams to get wins against. So it's definitely not going to be an easy feat. It's going to be a huge challenge for Thomas Brown. 49ers hand the ball off, and it is, the ball is lost. It's a fumble. Bills recover it. Running downfield. He's got room. He's still going, and he's tackled at around the 50, and I think that's going to stay a fumble. I think we have our first fumble in the game. Bills recover, and it looks like that was punched out. I do not think his knee was down. And I think we have our first fumble of the game. Ooh. That's rough. They were in scoring position too. Honestly, I thought that was going in for the touchdown for the 49ers, and that ball got punched out. But we need to see the replay, but I'm pretty certain that was punched out. Let's see. Here it comes. Yep, punched right out of his hand. For sure, a fumble and Bill's ball. And that looked like he was going to – I really think he was plowing in for the touchdown too. So that is a huge momentum swing there. 49ers came out strong to start the half. He was like an inch away from crossing over for a touchdown. Ball gets punched out. That is rough. And now we're on commercial break. Bill's ball. Tough break for the 49ers. He requested to trade the second Harbaugh, sat his ass down in the chair in front of reporters. Kind of genius move. True. Vinny, I hate the Niners. I really, really hate the Niners. Also hate the Vikings. You have fun videos. Well, appreciate it, Vinny. Thank you. More videos coming out on the channel soon. And more lives, because we'll be live tomorrow for Monday Night Football, and we'll be live for Thursday Night Football, and we'll be live for Sunday. So more content to come. But thank you, Vinny. T-Law is just Kyle Orton with better hair. Speaking of being bigger, why is a large size for... Wait, what? Speaking of being bigger, why is a large the size for average height people? That makes no sense. Are you talking like men's sizes, like shirts or something? Why is a large the size for average height people? Because I don't know. In women world, I don't think that's the average. Women's clothes are very hard though, because our bodies are shaped differently, and like just small, medium, large does not work. It doesn't work like that. If Trevor Lawrence went to a different team, look out. I just don't think so. I mean, yes, I think a change of pace could maybe do him good. A different head coach could do him good. But I think I don't think he's the generational number one pick that he was deemed to be. I think he had potential to be, maybe, but he hasn't hit that, and he still is having the same issues he's had for years now with accuracy issues and interceptions and fumbles, and it's just, I don't know, it's just who he is at this point, I think. Yeah, I get that, but like I said, only so many excuses. That's like Justin Fields played on the Bears, and the Bears organization sucks, and they didn't get him any help, and they stripped the roster down, and like they didn't do anything to help him, and everyone's like, he's a career backup. And I'm not saying him and Trevor are on the complete same playing field, but like, why can we make excuses consistently for Trevor Lawrence, but then other quarterbacks have like 1 year to prove it, and then they're busts? Like, I don't know. I just don't think so. I'm not saying Trevor's a bust, but he's not what he was supposed to be. Bills hand the ball off. decent run, and it's going to be second and maybe 3. Ron, people expect rookie QBs to play like veterans now. Stroud and Daniels are outliers, not the norm. I agree, but but Trevor Lawrence is no longer a rookie by any means, and he just got a humongous contract to be paid as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's not playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. That's for sure. Second and 3, 11:04. Bills hand the ball off again, and that's going to be stuffed. More music blasting. Seriously, people, what is with that? Jags do suck, but Lawrence stuff sucks. He has had some bad games like Kyler Murray. You can just see an overwhelmed, overhyped dude crumble under pressure. Compare them to someone like Purdy. I'd say that's kind of fair, honestly. 3rd and 2 coming up for Buffalo. Ooh, and that does not connect. And it's going to be 4th and 2. Do the Bills go for it? I think they go for it. I think they go for it. Oh, they're not going for it. Josh Allen's coming off. I think he wanted to. He stood out there. They're going for the field goal. See, I just don't like going for the field goal attempt when it's these kind of conditions. I say go for it on 4th. Oh, no, they're punting it. My bad. They are not going for a field goal. They're nowhere close to a field goal. 4th and 2. Yeah, okay. 2, 1. That is booted away. And that is going to be nice for the Bills. Not good for the 49ers, though, on field position. It's going to be at like the 5-yard line. Maybe the 10. Keep doing your thing. You're great. Appreciate that, Vinny. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it for being in here. Curtis, okay, maybe over under 3.5 is a bit ambitious. I think maybe, but there's still a lot of football to be played, and the snow is still coming down. Yeah, Kyler is having a better year this year for sure. Yay, Taylor. Sorry, Jason. Any draft prospects? Can you draft a new coach or not? Can't draft a new coach. I honestly don't know in draft prospects. I haven't been looking. All I know is O-line and D-line. That's all that matters this draft. I know there's other positions on the field, but we gotta get those trenches figured out really, really bad. Mr. Mayo, you like Will Levis? Riley, how do you evaluate quarterbacks? You have me concerned. Woman world is a whole different world for many things. That's true. That is true. Oh, University is Tennessee. Ewers, Quinn Ewers. Yeah. I don't know if he'll be. I don't know. I don't know if he'll be. I don't know. Sorry, there's just banging. I don't know if he'll be a starting quarterback right away or if he ever will be, but he's a cool prospect. I think he needs to develop. More videos coming out. Please do more QB videos of you throwing. Those are entertaining. Chase your dreams. Throw them dimes. We will see. I've been wanting to get it back up. Like I said before, the only problem is it's very hard to film by myself. And living in a state where it's very cold like it is right now, all my equipment starts like freezing and draining battery. And trying to set everything up by myself and doing it in enough time before everything starts going cold is very difficult. But I've been thinking of attempting to do it again, but I've been trying to think of different ways to do it and like different challenges to do. So I have contemplated it because I did have fun making the series. Like it was fun videos to make, fun little challenge. But yeah, I've been trying to brainstorm on how to bring that back in a way that's a little bit more achievable for me to film and edit and everything. and different challenges I can do that aren't the same. First and 10. Purdy gets the pass off, and the pass falls incomplete, and the Bills have it, but I don't think it was ever caught. Second and 10. Lawrence is better than any Bears QB ever. See, I think that's the argument that drives me nuts the most is like because he had 4,000 passing yards. Like, I get it. I'm not saying that Bears fans wouldn't have been happy to have a 4,000-yard passer, but looking at how his career has gone so far, like, I hope Caleb doesn't have the same career as him. I really hope not. I hope he has a much better career. And I still think Trevor's not panned out to be a great quarterback so far. I think he's like in the middle of the pack, which is still an NFL quarterback, but I don't know. And that's not to say he can't turn things around and get a lot better, but like, he just got paid a hefty contract. He's past his rookie season deal, and he's not generational. He's not number one draft pick worthy, but can he be your starting QB? Yeah. Is he worth the money that you just paid him? No. But do I think he's like a backup? No. Purdy dropping back to pass, and the screen dump off. Oh, I thought the Bills caught it, but they didn't, and it's going to be 4th and 10. I thought the Bills had caught that. It bounced off of Kittle's hands, and Bills almost slid in to intercept that, but just hit the ground. It's a slippery ball. Kittle cannot hang on to the catch. Yeah, that is Quinn Ewers. Yep, you are correct, Rome. Oh, wait, are we talking – or wait, did he say Texans or Tennessee? Because now I'm thinking Texans, but if he said Tennessee, then I don't know. Oh, you did say Tennessee. My bad. That's Texans. Quinn Ewers is Texans, so I don't know who you're talking about. Vinny, Caleb Williams seems legit. The coach should have called timeout with 30 seconds left in the game. For sure. And I think the crazy thing about Caleb is like he is still raw. Like he has a lot of development to do on his footwork and everything. But like where he's at for a rookie with reading defenses and getting through progressions and the tight window throws he can make, and obviously the athleticism, like I don't know. This dude, get another year of him developing the fundamentals and stuff under his belt and not have a season where he has a shitty play caller his first half of the season and his head coach fired midseason and actually get him some consistency. And I don't know, I think Caleb Williams, his ceiling is high. Like he's doing some crazy things as a rookie, but like I don't know. I think he is a very, very like I think next year he could have an even, a lot of times you see rookies have some success in their rookie season and then they have a little bit of a fall off their second year. I think it's going to be the opposite for Caleb. I think he's going to have a really good second year in the NFL. I think he's going to be more consistent. He's going to work on his footwork in the off season, and he's going to have a year of playing under his belt. He's going to have a more stable, hopefully, coaching staff around him. And I think he's going to have a really good second year next year. I hate how I immediately knew we were going to screw it up when we got in the red zone. That sucks. I think they were scoring right there if that wasn't a fumble. Never achieved the hype, but how could he? Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying some of the excuses aren't valid. It's just like we're talking year 5 now. Like how long can we keep making excuses for the dude? Like at the end of the day, he is what he is. And maybe he would have been better if he was in a better situation. You could say the same about Justin Fields. I think he's a super talented quarterback, but he got put in a really shitty situation time and time again. And I think the same could be said about Lawrence, but at the same time, at this point, he is who he is. And could he get better? Sure. But like year 5, I'm not going to keep sitting here being like, well, his O-line, well, his receivers, well, his coaches. Like, I don't know. It's been some time now, and he just got paid a massive contract. Oh, they're showing Josh Allen's engagement photo to Haley Steinfeld, which once again they forgot to include me in the picture, and I don't blame them. I sent them the wrong version to post, and it's okay. Bills run it for a first down on first down. 8:56 in the third, and it's another 1st and 10 for the Bills. But they did text me later and say, like, sorry, we forgot to upload. We uploaded the wrong one, but it's already gone viral, so like we can't change it. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. I know. The world doesn't need to know. All that matters is that I know, and like, everything's fine. And so that was our engagement photo, was just on my camera roll. So, Josh Allen, 1st and 10. Hands the ball off, and that's going to be stuffed. 8:15 left in the third. I saw an article on Instagram saying Marcus Freeman is in the discussion for Bears head coach. He is. I think a lot of people are going to be in the discussion. We'll see who it ends up being. Let fire god Josh Allen put the team on his back. Yeah, Josh Allen is crazy. He's a great quarterback. All right, here we go. Josh Allen, 100th consecutive regular season start. 2nd and 9. They hand the ball off, and that is going, almost a first down. It's going to be like 3rd and 2. I do feel bad about some of these players that are highly rated coming out of college. The players aren't churning up the hype on themselves. That's the media. Oh, for sure. For sure. And like Caleb, Bears fandom was so adamant that he was going to come out here and blow it away. Don't get me wrong. I went with some of those takes as well. However, during the draft process, I watched his film and I had said, like, I think he's got a high upside, but he definitely is a little raw in some areas, primarily his footwork and some other smaller aspects of his game. And he is. Josh Allen, that was almost intercepted. It's going to be 4th and 2. That was risky. I think they're going to go for it. Then again, I said that last time. I think they are. But yeah, I had kind of predicted that he would struggle in some of the areas he is struggling in currently. But honestly, if anything, the way he's performed so far and dealt with what he's dealt with so far, and like his flashes has been very, very good. Like, he is going to be a good quarterback. And Bills, by the way, called their first time out. And I think with an off season to work on his footwork and everything, he's going to be great. But yeah, I think some of the hype for some of these first round quarterbacks is not necessarily fair to them and holds them to very high expectations. Ewers and Sanders are okay, but I think Milrose and Galava are the best. Really? Interesting. Riley, you have an interesting evaluation of quarterbacks, I will say, so far. I do have concerns about Sanders with the NFL. I don't think he's, I could be wrong. I don't know if I think he's pro ready yet. He is accurate, but then he's not accurate. He scrambles, but then he fumbles a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I have my doubts about Sanders. 4th and 2, the Bills are going for it here. Or at least they're trying to make the 49ers think they are. And they are. They're going for it. Allen dropping back to pass. Dumps the pass off, and it is complete for a first down. And runs it out of bounds. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Well, I should say 1st and goal, Buffalo. They convert on 4th down. 1st and 10, 1st and goal. He's undersized and not dominating at Colorado. I would agree. He is undersized, and he has, like I said, some of his accuracy, his fumbles, It's just weird. It's like the way he plays, I question how well he'll translate to the NFL. I could be totally wrong, but I just I have my doubts about Sanders. Oh, oh, a little pitch back to Josh Allen, and I think he just got a touchdown. What was that? Was that intentional or an accident? Josh Allen just dove for a touchdown after handing the ball off, and then it was pitched back to him, and he ran it in. And at first, it kind of looks like that was an accident. It looked like the ball slipped, and they made something happen. I think that was an accident. Yeah. Oh my God. That was a little screen pass to Cooper, who then got tackled and saw Josh Allen get open, tossed it back to him, and Josh Allen dove it in for a touchdown. Crazy. Touchdown Buffalo. That was nuts. And the extra point, is that good? That went really crooked. Okay, it is good. That barely made it in there. That was crazy. That had to be accidental, like not planned. For the screen pass, he's about to get tackled. He pitches it back to Allen, who breaks the tackle and dives for the touchdown. Crazy. That is what winning teams do. That is what winning teams do. And just like that, the Bills are really dominating this game. Always the banging neighbors. Yes, Rome, you were correct. 60 degrees or lower is too cold for me. I have to drive home from Florida tomorrow. Good night. Hey, have a safe drive. And it is like 0 degrees by me right now, so it would be too cold for you. Do like a QB combine video type. I have thought of that. That was one of my ideas. It was more so like how I would execute it because I would need to be outside. And it's like frigid cold out right now. So I'm like, that would need to be a video I do when it's a bit warmer outside. Um, and I would need like multiple, I think I would need some assistance with it, filming it for the different angles and stuff. 60 million for a year for Dak is basically driving nuts without a seatbelt. So true. Josh Allen is tough AF. Fun to watch. Good matchup between Purdy and Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. He is insane. Insane. He is one of my favorite quarterbacks. The Bears will be even tougher in the future. It's just a matter of time. I think so too. I think if anything, like the Bears should have won some of these games they've lost. But if you want to take a positive from it, the fact that we were in a Commanders game, a Lions game, a Packers game, and a Vikings game, and had the game within winning reach, like within a play away from winning the game, is a very good indication for the future of the team because with a competent coach, that's 4 wins right there. And suddenly you're at an 8-win season. If all those went your way, right? But like suddenly you're at an 8-win season and this looks a bit different. And it was kind of similar for the Vikings, for the Lions, when they had, those games that they were close in that the break didn't go their way. And then a year later, they came out and now look at them. And I'm not saying that's for sure going to be the Bears, but I am saying I do think it's a good sign for the Bears if you want to take a positive from the losses, is that it's a kind of a good indication of where this team is at in the future, especially with another draft, with better head coach, better chances there. Allen is the most fun QB to watch. Agreed. As a Bucs fan, he's not fun to watch when he's your QB. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of Winston. 49ers recover. Ooh, I kind of think that should have been holding on the 49ers, but they don't get called for it. This is a big return again for the 49ers from Samuel, and it's 1st and 10 49ers. Another big return on the kickoff. Kind of looked like a Bills player got held there for him to break free, but nothing was called. Good to know I'm not the only one who misses up Tennessee and Texas. Yeah, my bad. Hey now, Chris. I can hire you to be my cameraman. Bears sticking with Ryan Poles, good or bad? I don't know. I didn't think they were going to fire him, but I do think Poles has done a lot of good things. Is it concerning? Man, the 49ers tried to run the ball and it is stuffed. 5:34 left in the third. Is it concerning that he, all these hires and firings were under his watch? Yes. But he has made some good decisions in terms of building up this team. So I don't know. Second and 10 for the 49ers. 6, 5, 4, 3. Brock Purdy dropping back. And he's going to try to scramble, and he almost gets sacked. He breaks one tackle. Ooh, and it does not complete. I thought for a second a flag was going to be thrown because a 49er receiver was on the ground, but I think he slipped. I don't think there was PI. Yeah, he just totally whiffed. It's snow, man. It's really coming down. He just slipped. Pass might have been there. I can't for sure tell if it would have been on the money or not, but unfortunate. I think the 49ers Christmas wish is for this game to be over already so they could go home. Potentially. Purdy dropping back, hits over the middle, but that is tackled before a first down, and it is going to be fourth down. And I think I would assume they're going to go for it with the time left in the game and being down by this much. Yeah, that Bills touchdown was nuts. That's going to be a highlight reel for the week. I'm new. Who's your favorite NFL player? Mine is Reggie White. It used to be Rodgers until the smoked TMT and threatened to retire every year. Fair enough. Purdy, and the pass is complete for a first down. Ooh, they're trying to punch that ball out, and they do not. And that is going to be a first down. 49ers on fourth down. They convert for first and 10. Josh Allen. I do have to say Josh Allen is one of my favorite players to watch. I really like Josh Allen. I really liked Devin Hester, Lance Briggs, like all those guys. I really liked Akeem Hicks. I don't know if he's my favorite ever, but yeah, some of those OG Bears players are some of my favorite players to have ever watched. But current time, I really enjoy watching Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, obviously, but and Lamar Jackson and those guys. And I like Jalen Johnson on the Bears on defense, but yeah, I gotta say, right now, Josh Allen is one of my favorite people to watch. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, honestly, just insane. Second and 8, 49ers, 30 minutes left in the third. Little dump off pass. And the first down is good, and that's a touchdown, 49ers. 49ers get on the board. Touchdown, San Francisco. 6 plays, 48 yards, 3 minutes off the clock for the 49ers in that drive. I don't understand why Caleb was the unanimous first-round pick, because he's good. And I still think he would be the first-round pick. I mean, Jaden Daniels has had a little bit of a fall-off, which was to be expected with Cliff Kingsbury as the OC. And, that's kind of the trend his offenses tend to go. They start out red hot, and then defenses figure them out, and they kind of fall off. Extra point is good, and it is 28-10. Now that San Francisco has some points on the board. And you kind of figure the defenses would start to figure out their scheme and Jaden Daniels and stuff. And, I'm curious how that looks next year. You're seeing CJ Stroud kind of have a little bit of a regression year. So, yeah, I don't know. I still think Caleb, and also his ceiling is extremely high. Like his ceiling is very, very high, and he does things that other quarterbacks can't do. That was some Wyoming football in the snow for sure. I'm a cheesehead, Matt Eberflus's cheeks. He definitely is. Matt Eberflus's cheeks. Taylor is having a great time right now with their team winning. Eberflus is unemployed for now. You know, I do think he'll be a defensive coordinator again in the league. Does need to complete the prophecy by going to Minnesota. We'll see. Don't think he will, but not now that they have JJ McCarthy and everything else. See, I would love to say Walter Payton, but I never got to see him play. Otherwise, he would be the obvious answer. Life. Hello, chat. I didn't think I would see you all before tomorrow. Of course you would. Hello. It's Sunday Night Football, and it's Bills 49ers, and it's a snow game. Of course I'm live for it. Also, it's so cold, it feels like it could snow in my apartment right now. Jeez. Life, I thought you would have been here so we could bond over the Michigan beating Ohio State. Instead of arguing about Lions Bears, we can be both celebrating Michigan dominating Ohio State. Maybe. Hi, Chris. I like the maybe. Hello, good evening from Hemi. Yeah, he will get a defensive coordinator job. Eberflus is a good defensive coordinator. Even though he started to have some questionable soft coverage, he still is a quality defensive coordinator for sure. Was more worried about me. I just traveled 14 plus hours. That's a lot of travel. That's a lot of travel. You're seeing the snow start to accumulate on the field from when the game first started. Like it's definitely piling up as they've tried to clear it up here too. Evening from Minneapolis. Good evening, Nick. Ooh, it's cold. And I have my heat on too. Yeah, Josh Allen grew up a 49ers fan. Oh, my God. It's like gotten even colder in here, and I don't know why. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bills. Hands the ball off. Yeah, that's stuffed. That's stuffed. 2nd down, Bills. There's still a decent amount of game left, so the Bills can't, let the foot off the gas. Like, they have to keep chugging along here. Second and 11. 2:10 in the 3rd. Josh Allen dropping back to pass, gets the pass off, and it is complete, and it's going to be 3rd and, I don't know, a bit, because they lost some downs on that run. Some yards, I mean, geez. The ref should throw a flag for every incomplete pass. Delay of end of game. That would be something. And, oh, my clock went away for a second. 1:25 in the 3rd. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. It is 3rd and 6. Gets the pass off. Is it complete? It is, but it's 4th down. It kind of looked like he bobbled it, but I'm not sure. And I think Buffalo is running off the field. It's going to be like 4th and 2, but I don't think the Bills are going for it. They are not. Fourth and 2, 54 seconds left. They are going to stay a bit conservative, and they are not going to go for it here. And the Bills punted away, which makes sense. Their field position was not great if they turned it over. Oof. And the Bills do a better job on that kickoff return this time. Punt return, I should say. And we're going to commercial break. I don't like who Green Bay is playing next week. Who does Green Bay play next week? The Lions? Is that who they play? Yeah, right? Or are you talking this upcoming week or like next week proper, as in when they play the Seahawks? Because I don't think that's that crazy of a game, is it? They play 7:15 p.m. That's our Thursday night football game, is Lions Packers this week. Look at that. So the Ravens lose. I caught a glimpse of the game at a gas station. They did lose. They did. Rome, excuse me? Why would you do that? Whose side are you on? That is a terrible decision. Why would you do that? How could you say that when Space Bear is looking right at you? Ooh, bad throw by Purdy that was this close to being intercepted, and it should have been. There was like 3 Bills players that all had an opportunity to get that ball. Rome, I can't believe you're saying that to Space Bear right now. Look at his dirty face. And you're telling him that you're not picking the Bears as your favorite NFC North team? Look how disappointed he is. Look how sad you've made him. Poor Space Bear. Poor bear. I could use his hat, my God. Oh, 49ers get nowhere on that run, and it's 3rd down. You've disappointed Space Bear. Sad day for Space Bear. Just can't root against that unless it's for the Ravens. Forget about Gibbs, okay? We have stories on our team too. Go watch stories on some of our players, all right? And then you'll feel better and you'll make Space Bear happy again. I cannot believe you said such a wild statement in this stream, in this Bears channel. How dare you? But I am the monogamous type of life. Same. Same. For the most part. I guess. Heartbreak every weekend. And it makes us stronger, okay? It makes us even stronger. How about that? How dare you? How dare you? Unbelievable. I'm trying to see. I don't see anything on. Does anyone know like the update on Trevor Lawrence on like how he's doing now after the hit? Ooh, I see a tweet. Justin Tucker from the Ravens, the kicker, has missed an extra point, a 47-yard field goal, and a 53-yard field goal today versus the Eagles. He is now 19 of 27 on the year. Eesh. Justin Tucker just had a really disappointing year this year as a kicker. He used to be like the most solid kicker you could get, fantasy football, like number one kicker you pick, and now he's rough. Missed an extra point, 47-yarder, and a 53-yarder. Yikes. Bills fans cleaning off the stands at the Buffalo Stadium. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 for the 49ers. 15 minutes, fourth quarter. Ooh, that ball came flying out of Purdy's hands, and the Bills recovered it. One ref is signaling no, one ref is signaling Bill's ball. Technically, I think, depending on if his arm was moving, that's an interception. And I think it's going to be Bill's ball. Let's find out. Ooh, that is his forward motion. The ball just slipped right out of his hands. But it hits the ground. So I guess it depends if they rule this a fumble or if they rule this an incomplete pass, because his arm was moving to throw, but the ball just completely fell out of his hand. So I don't know what they're going to rule this. And they're ruling it Bill's ball. Okay, Bill's ball. They're ruling it a fumble, I guess. 1st and 10 Buffalo. And we have a flag. But the ref doesn't know why yet. You can tell the snow's coming down because look at the jacket of the coaches on the sideline. Flag against the 49ers. Too many men on the field. 49ers seem to be questioning this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, where was the 12th man? Wait, actually, I don't. Did I miss where the 12th guy was? Was he like near the sideline? And the Bills hand the ball off, and it's a gain of like a yard. Huh. I'm still confused on the 12 men on the field, but unless I just missed the 12th guy. Thank you, Adil. Finish that Discord and I'll consider switching. Well, I'll have you know I worked on it this weekend. Okay? So it's almost finished and it's almost ready for you all. So you better hold true to your deal. Rome. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. Heaves it, and it is complete to his tight end for a first down. Woo! When your quarterback can sling it in the snow like that, like you're seeing Purdy try, not, you know, a dude from 49ers is trying to throw the football and the ball slips out of his hands. Meanwhile, Josh Allen is just slinging it across the field. In the snow. Pretty crazy. 1st and goal. Hand the ball off and they run it, and that he picked a bad lane to run to. That is going to be stuffed. Why would you bring that up? I'm sorry, I just seen it. The Justin Tucker stat. But what are you going to do? Look at other options? Yeah, I don't think you go and get a different kicker, but it's, it sucks he's having a down year. Supposedly the holder isn't placing the ball where he's pointing before the ball is snapped and might be causing Tucker to miss. You would think by now they would have worked that out, though. Like, this has been an all-season thing, I would actually turn on the game, but it looks like that's not needed. Not necessarily. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. He's got time. He's going to scramble himself. And I think he makes it to the touchdown, and he does. Touchdown, Josh Allen. Again. Runs it in for the touchdown. This dude is a menace. Jesus Christ. Fades pressure, and he's still looking to pass at first and then just runs it in himself. Touchdown, Bills. Man, Josh Allen is having himself a game in the snow. And the snow's coming down heavier now. It's getting thicker. And the extra point is good. Yeah, that snow's coming down heavy now. Big flakes happening right now. Dang, Josh Allen is a beast. That was kind of disproved. Oh, he was holding a bit differently on some snaps earlier in the season, but since then the holds were pretty much perfect. I was going to say, I'd be surprised if that's still the issue because he's been off all season. He missed one right today? God. Oh, they picked it up for 12 men on the field. Okay. Hey, now, Rum, I see that. No access to the Discord unless you make the Bears your favorite NFC North team. I don't make the rules. Oh, wait, I do. I like them apples. Man, the 49ers have had such a fall-off year. How dare they beat us, then lose the Super Bowl? Yeah, they've had a fall-off year. I was just thinking it's got to be like so nice, like it's got to be super fun. Excuse me. It's got to be super fun to play in the snow. And like, I don't know. I know it's cold, but you have to be having fun out there. But then imagine how good, especially like if you're a 49er, like you have to shower, then get on a plane, and then you get home. But like, imagine how nice it is to be a Bills player and be able to like finish the game, take a hot shower, warm up, and then go straight home and like put on some sweatpants and like get all cozy in bed after playing in the snow all night after a win. Like that's got to be nice. Like you just had a fun snow game, you win the game, you take a hot shower, and then you go straight home, like a 10-minute drive home, and you get all in bed and get nice and warm, and you have a nice little cozy night after a win. Like that's got to feel quite nice, I'd imagine. I gotta imagine that feels pretty good. Sometimes that's like what I love most about the cold weather is just like being able to be cozy. Like turn on the fireplace, take a hot shower, get in blankets, put on some cabin socks, and just be able to be all nice and warm. Post-snow day showers are the best, 100%. Like they just hit different. You're just in there like, whew, and then you put on your warm sweater and sweatpants and a blanket, and you're like, yeah, this is good. Ooh, the ball is out. 49ers fumble the ball, and Bills recover. Oh, no. I don't know if he was down, but They're signaling Bill's ball, and I think that ball got popped out. I think that's going to stay Bill's ball. That was the last thing the 49ers needed. Oh, God. Let's see. Yep. Big hit by Bishop and that to Samuel, and that ball goes flying. And the Bills recover the football. Another fumble from the 49ers, and Buffalo will have the ball again. That snow is really coming down, so I'm sure that ball is slippery, but there is a flag on the play. And did they take it away? Because I don't know what signal the ref just made. Yeah, I don't know. Now we're on commercial, so I have no idea if there actually is a flag or not. Well, I was watching Tom Grossi stream earlier, and I asked any space ghosts in the chat, and David answered. Awesome. We'll slowly migrate, and then Tom's gonna be like, "What the heck are space ghosts?" And then we're gonna infiltrate the stream, and our fan base, our crew is going to integrate and intertwine. And then all of a sudden he's going to be like, who the heck are the space ghosts you guys keep talking about? And everyone's going to be like, you don't know the space ghosts? Duh. We're going to take over. But that's cool. Ah, itchy. That does sound very nice. Snow games for all home teams. I would love that. I would love to go to a snowy Bears-Packers game and come away with a win and then go home and take a hot shower and get in my comfy PJs and then just watch the highlights of the win in bed. That's my dream. You're going places, lady? We'll see. We'll see. I have a... no. We'll see. I have some auditions coming up, but we'll see if anything comes from those. San Francisco fumbled. Yep. Does sound cozy, like a bear in hibernation. Alexis, turns out you're bear-like. Well, it makes sense. Duh. Duh. I am a Bears fan. It all adds up. That is 2 fumbles, Curtis. Ooh, Space Ghost Worldwide. Yes, let's go. The Dutch do have wooden shoes. They have the clogs. They're playing some replays from earlier in the game of the touchdown so far for the Bills. And 1st and 10 coming up, Buffalo. Dawkins has a ski goggles on over his helmet, and that is cracking me up. And we have Josh Allen is officially out of the game with still almost a whole 4th quarter to go. Holding offense, replay 1st down. Dawkins has some big Oakley ski goggles on right now. He's having a good time. He just has them over his helmet. So I don't know how much of an effect those are over your crossbars, but he's got them on. That is a look. He looks like an alien. That is a crazy look with his helmet. And we got Trubisky. Let's go. Trubisky. 1st and 20. Hands the ball off. And a decent run there by Davis for the Bills. 11:42 in the 4th. 2nd down. Trubisky getting some playing time. Trubisky time. Let's go, Trib. I was thinking that maybe someone put a spell on Tucker, but that wasn't Edgar Allan Poe enough. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Bills. They did have that flag before, so they run the ball and they gain a few yards. And it's going to be 3rd down. They're just trying to run the clock at this point, and there's another flag on the play. And what is the flag? Please tell me. And we have why do they keep doing this? They keep announcing a flag and then panning the camera away from the ref, so I have no idea what flag is called. I can't hear it, so if anyone knows what the flag was, let me know. Or did they take it away? I think they took it away. There is no flag. 3rd and 9. And Buffalo calls a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. Okay. I don't see why, unless they like struggle to get a play in or something, but let the clock keep running. MVP! Mitch Trubisky, let's go! We're the chat of writers. Space Bear Poets Society. Yes. I got a question to all the US peeps. Oh God, what's the question? What's the question? I'm intrigued. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Bills. Mitch Trubisky dropping back to pass, and he's going to scramble and get nowhere. What was the point of that? Was that meant to be a QB draw, or I really don't know. He got nowhere. 4th down. Okay. That was a dumb play. But I guess they're going for a field goal, so it makes sense. Just trying to get some extra yards, probably get lined up where the kicker wanted to kick from. And they're going for the field goal. Lots of snow coming down, and the kick is not good. No good. It goes left. Some heavy snow coming down on Buffalo. I think Space Ghost Poet Society would work better for some colleague feedback. Raise your hand if you've not seen Sound of Music. Technically, it is a request, I guess. Oh, I have seen Sound of Music. I have indeed seen Sound of Music. We need to get Rome the national Bohemian beer, whose one-eyed mustache man mascot that is all over Baltimore. trying to annoy my ex. Cheers. This is our drink of choice today. With a little few drops of this guy in here. The hills are alive with the sound of lions. That's how it goes, right? I'm still trying to find if there's an update on how Mr. Trev is doing. Justin Fields and Khalil Herbert were reunited after the Steelers-Bengals game today. How nice. Let me tell you about my best friend. That play, by the way, where Josh Allen did a little screen dump off pass and it got passed back to him and then he ran it in for a touchdown, officially went in as a 7-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to Josh Allen. Is that the first time that? Probably not, but that's insane. Josh Allen threw a 7-yard touchdown pass to Josh Allen. All right, 1st and 10 San Francisco, 9:33 in the 4th, and players are slipping all over the place, and the snow is definitely building up. Like, they got at least an inch or two, probably more, on the field right now, and that's coming down pretty heavy. It's getting thicker. Second and 13 coming up here for the Bills. Super popular in the US and people know the songs. Over here, most people have never heard of it. That's interesting. And the 49ers tried to run it and it is stuffed. It's interesting that it's not as well known there. Yeah, it does play on TV quite a fair bit. At least it did, like, growing up. It would be on one of those random stations that you don't, like, ever really watch, but if you're scrolling through channels, it's just like Sound of Music. It's just there. And 3rd and 14, Brock Purdy dropping back to pass, gets the pass off, and it does not connect. It's supposed to be going to Samuel, and I don't know if that was dropped, but they are really struggling now. And I think all the fight is out the window for this 49ers team right now. Even though they still have a whole 4th quarter to go, but in these snowy conditions, with all this going on, no. Now, how do you really prepare as a team from the West Coast for a game like this? You know, like, you can go and practice and be like, it's going to be slippery and it's going to be cold, but then, like, you don't really know how it's going to play out until you're there. And what a return by the Bills, and that's going all the way. That's going for another touchdown, Bills. Holy cow. There's a flag. There is a flag on the play, but that was a run for a touchdown, Bills. And we got snow angels. But we have a flag. Punt return for a touchdown is how it stands right now. I think that's going to be against the Bills. Yeah. Holding, receiving team on Bishop, and that's a flag. That sucks. That was a return for a touchdown. Dang. That would have been super cool. Would have been super cool. But it is now. It was a great run, but because of the flag, it is no longer a touchdown. Boo. Boo, boo. Rome has never seen Gone with the Wind. Fun story. When I was babysitting children, there was one house I babysat for where they had, like, a really big TV and it had, like, 2 remotes. And for the life of me, I could not figure out how to change the channel on their TV. Like, no matter what remote I picked, it was not working and it would not change the channel. And I tried, like, manually typing in numbers and, like, nothing would work. And so for some reason, every time I turned on the TV, it was, like, defaulting on the basic channel and it was Gone with the Wind. And it would play Gone with the Wind and Little House on the Prairie the entire night. So I would be there, I would play with the kids for like 2 hours and then put them to bed. And then the rest of the night for like 6 hours, I was just sitting on a couch watching Gone with the Wind and Little House on the Prairie until the parents came home. And I was like, this sucks. It was awful. Michigan and the losers are both fined equally? Hmm. It is lame, but I guess it's kind of hard to like prove point that one was deserved to be more fined than the other when they're in the middle of a squamish like that. I think that's the word I was just trying to say. So far, all we have is concussion protocol. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. I mean, he definitely has a concussion, definitely knocked out. Um, he's probably going to be out a few weeks, would be my guess, at least. Or at least he should be, because he was knocked out cold. Yeah, the Amish do speak a version of like old German. It's very interesting. No more injuries would be awesome. Yeah, ideally, no more injuries for either team. Gone with the Wind is a great movie, not so much you have to watch it on repeat. Agreed. I also stayed at a cabin in Tennessee that was themed as Gone with the Wind. So, like, every room in the house was like themed to different scenes from Gone with the Wind. And there was like a sign that said like frankly my darling I don't give a damn like across like a banner of like a wooden plank above the TV, and it was like just multiple DVDs of Gone with the Wind. It was crazy. First and 10, Bills run it, and it's a decent gain. Second down. Yeah, 49ers have been slipping and sliding all over the place here. Like I said, though, I don't know how you prepare a team that's from the West Coast for the snowy conditions. I have seen exactly half of Gone with the Wind. I only had it checked out for 2 days and I only got to the intermission. Fair enough. It is a long one, and it's an old one. Second and 3. 7-11 in the fourth. Bills hand the ball off, and they get the first down. First and 10, Buffalo. Just running and running down the clock is all they got to do. Really strict. Oh, you're talking about the Amish aren't even allowed to sing unless it's for church? Yeah, that's true. Some of them, yeah, some of them are run differently than others, but yeah, some of them are so strict that you cannot sing unless it's strictly like for church, like you said. It's some of it is for sure like that. First and 10. Bills run it. I actually seen, now that I think about it, it's kind of weird. I saw a play when I went to Amish country that was basically about how it's like a story of a girl who wants, it's so far back in my memory, it was so long ago, but like I think it was a story about a girl who wanted to sing, but singing was not allowed in her community. And so she had to like, sing in private with the guitar. And I don't know, it was like that was like the whole premise of the play. And then I met the actors after, and yeah, I don't know. That was a weird memory, and I vaguely remember the play because it was also like not my cup of tea. Trubisky rolling out to pass, and it's complete. It's going to be third down. Look at Trubisky with the pass in the snow. We actually have Amish come to our hospitals around here, which I'm curious how exactly that works with payments, reminders, medicine, etc. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest, on how that works with payments. I've worked in the medical field, but I never had any Amish, I don't think, come in. I don't know. But I know we did some cases and stuff like pro bono and like would, give some people free when we could. But I don't know. Sounds like Footloose with just singing. But Amish is definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. But I had a fun time at Amish country when I sat and had dinner with them all, and it was good food. I would never want to live that life, but I'm sure in some ways it can be nice to be off the grid. But obviously, I'm sitting here using technology to my disposal, so I don't think I would function very well without it. 3rd and 5. Also, the Amish would not agree with my lifestyle. Okay, 3rd and 5. 4:56 in the 4th. Toss back, and that is going to be good for a first down. And then he slides in the snow. Davis, lots of yards today. 1st and 10. Buffalo, 4:38. Snow was coming down. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hope you like that rendition. 1st and 10. 4:15. Let me guess, they're going to run it. And they do. They hand the ball off and they run and pick up a decent gain of like 7 yards. I don't think the 49ers are even trying at this point. Yeah, it was the one in Indiana, so it probably was that. Brian, you're probably right. Yeah, that probably is exactly where I went. You're probably correct. I don't remember it I mean, I was a teenager, but like I don't know, feels like 100 years ago. 2nd and 4. Hand the ball off, run it up the middle. And it's going to be 3rd down. Oh, like my grandparents' parents were using lanterns and stuff. Like the only difference at the late 1800s would be a radio, maybe. I don't think radios were the 1800s, so I think it was like the early 1900s. How do Amish feel about LGBTQ? I don't know. I can't speak for the Amish on that, but I'd imagine probably not positively, but I don't know. 3rd and 1. Bills run it up the middle and they get the first down. 1st and 10 again. We're getting closer and closer to the 2-minute warning. We're at 2:31 left in the 4th. 1st and 10. Bills. Yeah, radios was more 1920s and after. Yeah, I don't think radios 1800s. Heading out, folks. Night and take care. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you for stopping by. As I believe I've said in chat before, God didn't have me born in a time of washing machines and medicine for me to not use them. So true. So true. I relate on that life. So true. But the Amish as a unity don't exist. That's like assuming all Africa or Asia is the same. Yeah, it's different everywhere, and every area is a bit different. It's very interesting. I've gone on the wormhole on TikTok of people who were former Amish, who broke Amish, and some of them have TikTok accounts and stuff. And there's one girl that I follow that is very interesting, because she's very open about a lot of stuff, but like she still believes in God, but just not at all in the way that like she was taught in her community. And yeah, she has like a job now and makes TikToks and all the other things, and it's very interesting. It's very cool. 2nd and 11. Bills are going to kneel it. And they do. Third down. Ooh, that's snow. Woo-hoo-hoo. That play was there every couple of months. Oh God. I barely remember it. I just remember like bits and pieces of it. I honestly think I zoned out during some parts of it, to be honest, because I vividly remember like thinking to myself in my head, like, what is this? Third and 12. And they kneel it again, and the clock is going to run down, and the Bills come away with the win as we figured. And the Bills, with today's win, have officially clinched the AFC East title and a playoff berth. The Bills are officially going to the playoffs and have clinched the AFC East title. Bam! Bam! Chicken and ham. The Bills go up to 10-2. Look at that. They got their hats. It's crazy that they have their hats already, for like the AFC champs, and we still have like 5 games of the season left. Whereas like for the NFC North, I feel like we never see this happen where you're getting your hat like 5 days in advance. I feel like the NFC North, it's always comes down to like the last game of the season, or like maybe the second to last game of the season where you fight for the game to clinch the NFC North. Like I feel like we never have it happen this early. It's so weird to see. Oh, I'm so cold. It's very interesting, but super cool. Did you guys know the first washing machines were a flop? Interesting. I guess I could see it though. Yeah, I kind of feel you. Like in some ways, the lifestyle, I can see why it would appeal, but yeah, certain instances of it, I'm gonna have to go with no. Yeah, I think Taylor is having a field day right now. Then you want Mennonites? True, but there's still the religious aspect. But Mennonites definitely are less strict than Amish. Chris, I have to head out, Alexis, and you lovely people. Work in the morning. Much love all. Appreciate you for tuning in, Chris. I also have to wrap up the stream soon. I have work in the morning as well. But appreciate you for tuning in. Good job, Bills. Bills played really well tonight. Jason, good game, Bills. We gotta get right for next week, but not much confidence going against the Bears next week. Really? I mean, I think it will be a close game. Like with the 49ers playing. That said, I am worried about the 49ers running all over the Bears, but I do think it will be a good game, and I think it'll be close. And I'm hoping for a Bears win. No offense, but we'll see. We'll find out. But appreciate you for tuning in, Jason. Don't leave us. Well, I do have work in the AM, unfortunately. Not super excited for that. Sometimes I really wish I could just like go on vacation for a week and have a staycation and just stay at home. I did see an interesting video on how washing machines helped advance women's rights since it saved so much time on labor. Women usually did it. That makes sense. Air conditioning for sure. Definitely need the air conditioning. Curtis with the $5 super chat. Thanks for the stream. Night all. Go Ravens, go Bears. Appreciate you for tuning in, Curtis, as always. And appreciate the super chat. Also, they're showing some wings on the TV and they look very good. And I am very hungry. But I need to not get distracted. Oh, I could go for some wings. Okay. I need to stop looking at this. That was cruel. But thank you, Curtis, for tuning in. Thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. I am sorry about your Ravens, but I hope you have a good rest of your night. First QB in NFL history with touchdown pass, touchdown rush, and touchdown reception, Josh Allen. That adds up. I bet these guys can't wait to get to the locker room and get a freaking hot shower and get home. I know I would. My toes would be so cold. I'd be like, all right, I am ready to go sit and be comfy and warm. But Alexa showed mine in chat. Whoops. Here's where I'm winking for the chat. Crispy, saucy buffalo wings with Frank's Hot. My God. I could go for some, like, we have a real, actually, I might try to order this sometime soon because I haven't had them in a hot minute and it's so good. We have a really good wing place by my work, actually. It is like a hole in the wall dive bar and they have the best homemade wings. Like it's a complete dive bar in the middle of the farm field, like in the middle of nowhere. You can only pay in cash and it is all homemade and it is so good. Like the wings are so good. So good. And I want them very badly. And I haven't had them in a hot minute, but I think I might actually one of these days might look into getting them again because they're not even expensive because it's just a dive bar. You can just pay in cash. But it's so good. I might look at going there one of these days and picking some up to go home. It is very, very good. Yeah. They got some good wings. Now I'm convincing myself I need to stop thinking about wings. Ugh. Hey, Al. I see your chat's Roman life and you knock it off. I'm not falling for that. Wings are my favorite food, seriously. I mean, tacos are my favorite food, and then I love Italian food, but I do really love some good wings. It would probably go Mexican food, like tacos and and burritos and all the things. And then Italian food, like all the pastas. And then it would probably go like wings, I think would be top 3. Actually, breakfast food, then wings. I do really like breakfast food. My favorite food is plants. David the Stegosaurus. Some good old lettuce. Now there's a McDonald's commercial. Clearly I'm hungry because I'm seeing all these food commercials and it's really making me hungry. So clearly I did not eat enough today or something because I'm looking at these and I'm like, I could eat that too. Man, I need to stop. Oh man, that food all looks so good. But I will be live. Hey now, I didn't actually say I was going to become a Packer fan. Don't be crazy. I said, wouldn't it be crazy if one day you guys just tuned in my life and I was like a Packers fan? I would never be a Packers fan. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be crazy? And then I said, no one clipped this because now everyone's going to turn against me and think that that's what I said. I would never. Also, the M&Ms, Christmas M&Ms are so good. The mint M&Ms and peppermint. They have the mint and then they have the peppermint M&Ms, and both of those are top tier. Top tier. But I am going live tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. I'm going live tomorrow night for some Monday Night Football. And then I'm going live Thursday for some Thursday Night Football. And then I'm going live on Sunday for some Bears football and Sunday Night Football. So you'll have plenty of me this week and some videos hopefully posted to the channel in the meantime as well. But I do have to wrap up this live soon, as much as Charles does not want me to, because I have work in the morning and that sucks. But I will be back tomorrow night, so you can't miss me for too long, and then you'll see me the rest of the week as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and if you are a Bills fan, I hope you had a great night. The Bills were fun to watch tonight. Love watching a snow game. And if you are a 49ers fan, I'm sorry that they totally blew it. And I'm very much looking forward to the Bears playing the 49ers this week, and very, very curious to see. I don't think today's game was a good indication because, like, with the weather, the snow, everything else, I don't think it's a fair indication of how the 49ers will play against the Bears. That being said, I think it could be close. But we can talk about it more later in the week. But nonetheless, it's time for bed, and it's time for me to get warm. Ooh, and I need to put my clothes in the dryer. But I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I hope you have a good... Oh, Sunday Night Football, by the way, is Chargers and Chiefs, so that could be a good one. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. And if you work tomorrow, I hope you have a good day at work. And as always, I'm Alexis Jade. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.